Test the microphone, test the microphone. Excuse me, test the microphone. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Friday night. Another Friday night is here, brother. Appreciate you guys so much. Let me just do a few things. Then we'll be ready to get started tonight. Appreciate you guys so much. I say this before we start. Try to stay safe. We got a big anticipation of a big winter storm coming. Especially on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland. I'm supposed to get a real bad storm late Saturday and Sunday. Expected a significant amount of snowfall, so stay safe, basically. Hopefully you got everything you need. I work at a grocery store, so it was crazy in there today. So just stay safe. Hopefully you got everything you need. If not, I guess try to get stuff tomorrow. But I ain't going to go into a rant about it really, but I don't understand it. If you shop regularly, I don't understand when the store comes for you to go grab a bunch of stuff. But now I'm not gonna go there. But that's just my opinion. But thank you guys for being here. Let me do one more thing and then we'll be ready to roll. Appreciate you guys so much for the support. Sorry about this week. Like I said, I had some things I needed to do throughout the week. So I apologize for that. Wednesday we do a stream live. Had to cancel that. Something came up that I definitely wanted to take care of. And the sports blog, I think I've been going to work a little bit more. So I think I went into work one of the days, Tuesday. I think I went into work, Thursday I did also. Yeah, so that canceled the stream for Thursday, but hopefully we'll do our sports stream this week because Super Bowl is coming. But we can talk some sports on here tonight. If somebody come through, my man Caper maybe will come through and holler at me. His Bears lost this week, but like I said, he should be proud of the Chicago Bears. They had a great season. So I think he should be proud of the Chicago Bears. I think they got a bright future. In a tough division. Minnesota, if they get the quarterback straight, they're going to be a problem. Green Bay is still young. I think they was overrated the last couple of years, but I think if they might come back healthy, the offense is going to be good. Detroit, I think, like I said, Jared Goff is a little bit older, but if they can retool their roster, still got Gibbs and Montgomery, the offense is still going to be high price. The defense, still a little bit of question marks there, but I like Chicago, though, going forward. But enough of that. Let's get into the game tonight. We're playing Hades. Of course, it's a game that's very familiar with my channel. We played this game plenty of times, especially during my New Jersey days. Shout out to my friend Vet and her family in New Jersey. We used to play this game all the time, do little short videos. So if you're very familiar with this game now, this is my main playthrough. This was for my personal playthrough, and this was for lives. But I think I want to show sort of I call it the aftermath after the game has been beaten once. A lot of day changes, so we're gonna go here. You see how many times I tried to escape, so we're about to do it for the 329th time on this file. So I thank you guys for being here. We're gonna get right into the action. I think I left it at we be in the weapon room, and I'll explain the game a little bit as we go on. And if anybody else have any questions, but this is a fun little game. I like this game. Um, very very simple. You're the son of Hades. We'll get into more of the story because I think we're gonna be on long enough that I had multiple attempts. So this guy here. This bone guy, he's sort of like our training dummy, so we're gonna mess around with him. You see that this weapon is lighting up. You see all the different weapons. Hopefully we get to use majority of them. But this is the bow and arrow, so we're gonna use this because it gives us extra darkness, which is the little purple teardrop looking thing, and the gems. So I always like to just use those weapons, which usually be random. And they got different variants. I still haven't unlocked a lot of variants. I got the max of Zagreus, who you are, so this weapon is named after you, so we're gonna use that. We used the Express Aroma, what I did the last time, so I'm gonna use this. And oh yeah, that's a I don't use this that often, but that's a little diamond thing. Just give you extra power when you put it inside the enemy paws. But let me oh, I gotta go over to that case as well. We'll go over there real quick. That's our little perks thing over there.
Keepsakes hold power.
It's just called keepsakes. So basically like perks. Give you special so we're going to use this. I like to use this. I explain these more deeper another time, but basically we equip this, and this the little valves that's around the stage. It will give us stuff to replenish our health. So so I like to use that most of the time. The other ones are just more single base. So let's see. All right, so let's play with the weapon. You see, they sort of a tutorial with the weapon just to remind you. So. Okay. But I like to do this just, like I say, he's like a training dummy. You can practice with your weapons first before you go out. And he always respawn. So let's explain this. The pack of punishment. So we have 7. We need to get it up to 9 to get rewards. So but basically it makes, after you beat the game the first time, this comes up. Basically makes the game a little harder to get more rewards. So we have 7. I try to, let me see. I need 2 more, so let's do this one. That's, oh, minus, I'm sorry. Let's do this. So that's maxed out, so we gotta pick something else. We need 1 more. Height security, got that maxed. We did the damage. Yeah, I guess let's put the damage up 1, and that'll make us at 9. So now, you see there's our rewards. Each of these Tartarus, Asphodel, Elysium, that's like the tiers of levels. But you start at Tartarus. The 6 is near the end. So let's go ahead and go out. We're gonna get into the action. We're 10 minutes into the stream. I usually do 2 hours. I'm gonna try to do longer just because I miss Wednesday. I might do a stream either between now and maybe the Sunday night after the football games, or tomorrow. Tomorrow I do got some plans. I got tomorrow. But I might either do something late tomorrow or something Sunday. So keep a lookout for that, just to make up for Wednesday. And then hopefully I have a chance to do a sports stream next week. But we're going to, I'm gonna probably talk about a little bit of football. Championship weekend is coming. AFC is down to the let's go.
And nowhere else. The same as it is mine. There's naught of any worth to see beyond this realm besides.
So that is the legendary Hades. We get to see him. I got a feeling.
I'll be the judge of that.
Because even if we do well, a playthrough is usually about 40 to 45 minutes. So just, that's plenty of time to do another run. So we're going to do at least 2 runs minimum. So this is Athena. Of course, the gods of Olympus helps you. So and they are your uncles and aunts.
This is a brazen tide of action, Zagreus, and I admire it. The boldest strategy often prevails, especially with my support.
Okay, so like they always give you a extra perk of power to power you up. So I always like to focus on attack. So I think we're gonna choose that one out the 3. I don't use the cats that much, so if you notice, I'm not going to choose this, anything that deal with the cast that much. So the attack is the easy one, so we're going to take that one. These are the little urns I was talking about. See, it give you that, that replenish your HP. I probably shouldn't have picked it up until I took these 2 out.
That's what you get.
Okay. It's a fisher point. I heard that charm. So yeah, you get the fish sometimes also. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so let's fish before we leave. Now you take the fish back, like once we finish the game, take the fish back to get rewards for, turn it for rewards. Come on. Alright, I got it.
Hellfish.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be breaking all these little urns. I'm gonna be breaking to see if they got, even though we don't need it right now, HP. So. Okay. Alright, so the next room. So basically you go from room to room, you basically take out the enemies, and then you move on to the next room. And then some rooms have multiple doors, you get to choose your path, basically what reward you want to earn. Bow and arrow is a good weapon, but of course you gotta sort of charge it up first. But then you got your special, which is that's more faster, but it's just a weaker attack. There you go, some food you get for HP. So you pick up your reward, and then you move on to the next room. So that's the base of this game, but of course it get harder, room to room and level to level, so which you will see eventually. Let me hold up. I don't know if my brother watching right now, but whoosh. Y'all know what that means. So let's move on to the next room. Okay, a lot of urns here, so we ain't taking no damage yet anyway. This is good from distance. Oh, dang, I missed it. And then the thing with me is, I know I'm gonna shake it off, but I play so many different games, I be pressing the wrong button sometimes, so that's what happened to me there, where I got hit there. I pressed the wrong button trying to avoid.
Okay.
Okay, so this the Senator Heart that gives us that ups our HP, our base HP, and then since we got this, we at max again, so we good. But yeah, the Tartarius levels are pretty smooth and easy. The boss sometimes bothers you. Now, should we go for this? Is a Zeus room, so Lord Zeus will give it his power. The hammer usually upgrades your weapon. So since we already got an attack perk, I think we're gonna go with the hammer. Right? See if we can get an extra perk for our arrow. Oh dang, I didn't pay attention there. Got me a little bit. Those little spiky floors just can hurt you also. Yeah, bow and arrow a little slow. You got more melee weapons that hopefully we get the chance to use.
Time to mix
So
up my
let's
style.
see. So like I said, the dolly is excuse me. Let's see, attack 3-shot pattern. That sounds promising. Sniper shot, 200 more damage to distant foes. That might help us. That's the one I'm leaning towards. Chain shot. I like the chain shot because you get to damage a lot of enemies with it. So I think I'm gonna choose the chain shot. So you'll see what that means. We'll get to the next room. Okay, so well, I always like to go for the money because that helps us. We can buy perks later. This is the goddess what's her name? Delilah. I think her powers are okay, but hers I don't really like using hers. So let's go get some money then. That'll be our perk. We have a choice. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking for my bag. Where do it? Oh, here it is. Okay. But like I said, I'm so glad to be here Friday night. Friday night streams is always fun. I usually try to keep it new. This game is old, but definitely Friday nights I like to do my premieres. Sometimes I surprise you guys with something new. But definitely you can count on Resident Evil 9 Requiem coming out next month. In the next month, that will be a Friday night stream for sure. Any other new games, or if anybody has some suggestions, I'll play games just for you guys, even if I'm not particularly familiar or a fan of. I'll show you what that little purple fountain is over there once we clear the room. So the ice, yeah, see the chain shot? Well, they gotta be close together for you to see it. You see how it bounces off right to the next enemy. And Adina, she's focused, she's like a defensive, like she's good for defense. So you got hit a couple of times too. See how he's able to deflect that back. Ah, he got me here. Okay, that gives us power. Get our money. Let's break the vases first. See if we can get any more XP first before we check out the fountain. Okay, so yeah, see, you can restore our HP. That's usually what I focus on with these, or if it gives us like ups our attack power or something. Other than that, I try not to spend the cash on that. So it's only one door, but I could change. I got farther the game. I could change which I probably should have did. I could change my reward if I want. That little 8 on the bottom right hand corner, I could do that 8 times if I wanted to change my reward if I wasn't satisfied with the reward was going to be. But I normally don't. I usually just go ahead and take whatever it is, unless it's one of the guards' powers I don't like. I change it. But this game, like I said, this game is very underrated. They had a part 2 of this game, but I think it only released for the Nintendo Switch. So, and I got a Switch Lite, so I was thinking about getting it for that, but my screen is messed up. So I never played the second one of this. I think this game came out in, I want to say 20, around that time. Now, I like Lord Ares. That's our next reward, but this little it's a sacrifice type of reward. I forgot. Let's just go down there. I suppose we get that
as well.
So we lose a little HP. Yeah, the little chaos. Yeah, we got some of our HP back.
Conceived the world and the immortal son of Hades, I did not expect you would be standing here before me now.
Okay, so he gives us reward, but it's a risk. It's always his reward is always a risk to it. So next 3 encounters, which is the next 3 rooms we enter, we can use the special or it would take some HP, but our attack deals 30% more damage. So I might do that. For the next 4 standard encounters, you face more foes. Boons have an 18% chance to be rare or better. That's not a bad one, but next 3 encounters, your special hits for 4 after you engage. So let's do this one because I'd rather have my attack as strong as possible. So we're gonna do this one.
Let's shake this curse.
And see now, we missed out on the Lord Ares reward, even though, like I said, I could change. In fact, I'm gonna do it just to show you guys real quick.
I have a better idea.
Okay, change it to money. But how much more? We got 230. Let's do this to the Tour Heart. So basically, we just change our base HP. Pardon me, let's continue. I forgot I can't use my special, and that's the first thing I did. So it took some of our HP away. Shout out to my man Caper Crusader. Chicago fan, I'm just gonna say Chicago fan. With the games coming up this weekend. Thanks, by the way, Caper, for looking at my short. Right now, I got a short up, previewing it and predicting both games this weekend. AFC, like I said, it's Broncos, Patriots. I like Denver at home, even though, of course, no Bo Nix. Wouldn't surprise me if New England wins. Can't argue too much if you pick New England backup quarterback against a perennial starter. Usually a slam dunk for the team with their starter, but I think Denver's defense at home going to cost a problem. New England. The crazy thing is all these teams, other than Seattle, all these teams haven't looked their best so far in the playoffs, even though they've only played one game. Seattle was dominant against San Francisco, so that's why you wonder, all right, it's not, the Niners was undermanned. The Rams did look good, even though they played 2 games. Chicago game was close. Carolina pushed them to overtime, so all these teams, that's why it's so wide open. We knew it was going to be a wide open type of playoffs anyway. But particularly for this game, like I said, I like Denver to still win, even though they're underdogs now with the quarterback change. You got by this run. Oh, Lord Dionysus, the Lord of Wine. So he got weird powers, but I like it. So, and a little skull thing there means it's like a mini boss battle. It's this thing. Stay fast, but yeah, see, we'll try to spawn behind us. Probably just gotta do little short strokes, pause with him, but if he catch you with that move straight on, it takes a lot of HP. But yeah, I do like I said, I still like Denver. And maybe it's me being stubborn. Once I make a pick on the team, I don't even care sometimes if it changes. But I definitely wouldn't be surprised if New England win this game. At all. Jason Stidham, back up for Denver. He got great experience. He's a former Patriot. But I gotta give Sean Payton credit this year. I want to say a critic of Sean Payton, the coach for Denver. I just think he was a little overrated. I think this year he separated himself from Mike McCarthy. I was prepared to too, because to me their careers are very, very similar. Actually, McCarthy, to me, I think McCarthy probably now Payton might have caught him, but they pretty much have the same record, or McCarthy had a better record, but McCarthy just always fell short in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. But they won a Super Bowl, same with Sean Payton in New Orleans with Drew Brees. Okay, let's check over these. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely take this one, a special hangover. So if we get to poison our foes. The call I like the call too, but I think this would have benefit us better. I compared the two guys because I just don't like how McCarthy gets criticized and Payton don't. This is like a little breakup, but we gonna go in here. So they both got one Super Bowl win, but I think the last 2 seasons, Sean Payton has sort of separated himself from Mike McCarthy. His name been flown out there for his coaching job, by the way. But if he's somehow to pull this off, get to the Super Bowl, yeah, I would give him his credit. He deserve it. So, but it's gonna be a tall task. I think it's gonna be a close game, come down to the end, and I think Denver defense will be the factor in this game. So I like Denver. We will take the darkest.
I got you covered. A pleasure.
Go to the next room now. These little fruits, they power up our perks. So get to see what that does.
Remain exactly.
Now, if New England was at home, then yeah, it would be hard for me to pick Denver for sure. Now here we just gotta survive, so we don't really have to attack. We just duck. But I like to kill some of them off, so I won't get so hectic, cause they keep spawning. Rams, Seahawks. Of course, the third meeting of the season. They both NFC West. NFC West has been the strongest division this year, without question. In the NFC, Niners, of course, was in the playoffs as well.
Just a bit longer.
But I just like the Rams. Like I said, this might be a stubborn pick also. I picked the Rams to win the whole thing before the playoffs started. But I'm not that smart. At the beginning of the season, I picked my Ravens. I'll talk about them in a second also.
Good enough to
And
eat.
the Philadelphia, I thought the Philadelphia Eagles was going to get back. I really did. I just thought Seattle came out of nowhere, but yeah, I thought the Rams would be pretty much here, but everybody else in the NFC, I just thought I had too many questions. So I thought Philadelphia would still slide back in there, at least get to the Super Bowl. I thought we would beat them in the Super Bowl. But of course, that's not the case. But once the playoffs started, I said I like the Rams. They showed flashes of being a great team. Still questions about Seattle, but and in the AFC side, didn't expect Bo Nix to get hurt, but I just thought they would play well. They impressed me all year long. I know the close wins, the comeback wins, all the stuff that makes you pause. But I just thought they was a better team also. But circumstances have changed since then. Like Seattle looks so good, and New England has the advantage with the quarterbacks. So, but I'm going to stick with the Rams and the Broncos to represent the AFC and NFC in Super Bowl 60. And then I think the Rams will win. Ultimately will win the Super Bowl. So that's my take on that. Of course, we're going to look at the games again tomorrow, Sunday, right before the kickoff. I'll probably do a short. Anything else has changed, I'll talk about that. But that's where I stand right now, what I think is going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if it's the other way around. If I'm wrong, both of these games, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like New England is definitely capable, and so is Seattle. Definitely earned the right this season. So, but that's why they play the games. We'll see on Sunday, starting at 3 o'clock. I think it's the AFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game is tonight. They're about the 6:30 game. So we'll see. But either way, like I said, I love NFL. I love Super Bowl. I gotta. Now that's the stuff I gotta get ready for that. I'm gonna definitely make something to eat special. Just don't know where I want to lean. I don't want to lean tacos. I want to lean chicken wings. I want to lean something else. So that's what I'm sort of fighting with myself right now. But I got 2 weeks to think about it, because after this game is, you got the Pro Bowl week and then the game itself. So got time to think about that.
Power of Olympus.
One other football thing I want to touch on, the Ravens. Like I said, they sort of underachieved this year. We didn't make the playoffs. Had a rough off the field stuff they was talking about. They hired the coach. Was it yesterday they hired Brian Winter? Honestly, I didn't remember him being here. I didn't remember him being here as a coordinator. So once I found out he already been a Raven, per se, I feel better about this hire. I wanted Brian Flores.
Oh, I'm just fine. Thank you for
That's who I wanted the Ravens to hire. But I know it's going to be tough for him to get a head coaching job anyway, because he's suing the NFL for defamation and for wrongful being fired because of his race, which is a big lawsuit. So even him being a coordinator, I'm sort of surprised that that's the case. But he does a great job. Miami, only mistake he had in Miami, he sort of over criticized Tua, even though Tua's having issues. You see the issues Tua Tagovailoa having right now. He might not be a Dolphin to start this season. We'll see what happens in the off season. But I just like his moxie. I like Brian Flores. I wish we would have hired him, but Brian Mitchell, I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm not gonna just dismiss like this was a bad move. Ravens usually know what they're doing when it comes to personnel and coaches. So I don't know if we're going to make it to 18 years, but we'll see what he does. I think he's a defensive-minded coach. I think he was a DC. So we'll see what happens with Lamar also. I'm not mad at the hire. I just rather have Brian Flores, but I'm not mad at the hire. I think this could be a good hire. He's been in the building before. Ravens usually lean that way. Well, when it comes to both, not coaches really, because Billick was from Minnesota, so that's, as an OC. Terry Marshall Broder was already the coach for Cleveland, because we used to be the Cleveland Browns, which people forget about. We was the original Browns, and we moved the Browns to Baltimore. And the owner, Art Modell, at the time changed the whole name. It was a mess in Cleveland. He moved here, changed the name. Actually, I remember I was in high school. I was in might have been a freshman in high school, but I know they let you vote it for the name, and the Ravens won somehow. I think it was a couple other names. I don't remember the names, but I think I voted for another name. I didn't vote for the Ravens, but of course they got the Ravens from Edgar Allan Poe. He was a native here. The story with that. So, anyway, we go from Billick to John Harbaugh. Of course, John Harbaugh was a special teams coach, which is sort of unorthodox as a hire. So, I mean, I can accept this. We'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe it's just me being an old school type, just in the football period. But I'm not saying Brian Flores is like a hammer, I just know for a fact he's no nonsense. Not saying Brian Mitchell, maybe not, he's not either, but I think we need somebody to sort of shake some collars a little bit, if you know what I mean. In my opinion, get everybody back focused, forget about all the off-field stuff and all that stuff. And not saying he can't do that, but I know Brian Flores definitely would have been a good candidate for that. So that's just my rant on that real quick. And like I said, for more of my sports takes, definitely check out the rest of my chat on my sports blogs. I think we ain't got live for what? It's been like 2 weeks now.
I knew it.
So. No need for small talk, Zag.
Okay, so this is the main boss battle. So after we beat her, and I'm guaranteeing it, we move on to the next level. So here we go. And she's like one of the sisters of Fate, I think. So it's like 3 of them. Usually they randomly, you get one of them for this boss battle. But if you go check out my other videos, these two got a little thing for each other. This is just business. This is her job to protect this. To be the last line of defense for this area. But her and Zagreus got a little something going on. So definitely check out my aftermath videos of the game, and you can see a little bit of that. Is my cursor over here? I think it is. So I have to use my special line. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna use it. No, that's not. Take it down a little faster. And out the 3 sisters, she's probably the easier one. Her moves are a little bit more predictable. The other ones are a little erratic. More erratic, so they're hard to predict. Of course, they send the underlings out to distract you. We almost got it down. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't too much. Got, took a lot of damage, so when she did that special move again. Alright, so we move up to the next level. Is there more bases in here? I think we destroyed them all. Yep, I don't see no more. Alright, but we get... Dang, that's over too, okay. Alright, this fountain should get us close to maxed out. Yep, we got it. Now, this I don't like to change. Like I said, I really like to use this, and then once we get, if we get to the last level, I switch to the Lucky Tooth. That's like an extra life. But this is permadeath, so once we lose our lives, we start back from the beginning. So, but like I said, that's roughly 40 to 45 minutes. Even though I know I kind of talked and paused it a couple times, but so we got 3 levels to go. I like to use the Eye Llama because slaying some enemies to drop some HP, so I like to use that. The rest of them leave alone.
So much for Tartarus.
So now we move up to the next level. Appreciate you guys for being here. Friday night streams. Friday night streams every Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I reserve Fridays for premieres, so I haven't had a premiere in a while. I think the last premiere we had might have been Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I think it was the last premiere that we had. But like I said, Mortal Kombat, I realized how difficult that game was back in the day. Okay, so this is, as you see the theme here, is a lot of lava, stuff like that. Oh, whoa. Okay, I should have paused it. See, I'm trying to sip on my drink at the same time. Okay. Yeah, these things is a pain. Got a timer, right? Yeah, he's done. This the one that's like a nest, so if you don't destroy the nest, they keep coming out. Yeah, these guys. Alright, still got me. And then you can't step in those lava piles, so that hurts you as well. And these guys sort of like throw a, basically like a grenade at you when they die. So we took a little bit of damage on this round. These things, they didn't show up in the first level, but we don't have enough red skulls as you see there on the road. We only need one more. But these is like another sacrifice type for a big reward. But we don't have enough skulls to go into it, so. Let's see, we got palm fruit, we got money, and we got Senator Heart. You know what? Let's do the palm. We're gonna get a little stronger here. Like, wash it in the bushes, wash it in the bushes.
Weak.
Ah, dang, I was trying to duck that, but I was still attacking. Ah. Oh, got me twice. Okay.
Delicious.
Didn't do too bad, but still took some damage. Okay, we got, this is sort of a break. Now this thing here, maybe I should show you guys now, but this is like a battle off because I got both of their powers, so they want to be the ones to be the main, you know, person that's helping you. So it's like you choose when you go. But since our HP is not that high, I'm not going to risk it now, but I might risk it later, show you guys how that works. So we're going to go to the Boatman Kern. That'll show us. It's like basically it's like a free room. You go ahead, you can buy more perks. You don't have to face no enemies. Okay, so I like I forgot her name, Artemis. Like she's like a guard with the bow and arrow. This is Hermes. You know, make you do stuff faster, but I don't think none of these will fine. So we're gonna just take the free one. We're still about to go to a boss battle here. With another Athena power. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll with it. Or get the well, I call it the Medusa head, and I was talking to my friend earlier. We was talking a little bit about God of War. It's sort of, I mean, as far as, of course, the gameplay does it in a way, but just the all the gods that's in the game is on God of War, so most of them. So Poseidon, you didn't say Poseidon yet. Poseidon, of course, you are you know, you Hades' son. You go against Zeus. So. Now the Titans and all that's not on here, but I think they mentioned though. I just remembered I didn't, even though I did, but just not today. Usually on the day of, I like to post that I'm live, or going to be live on Friday night streams, but it is on the schedule that I put up, so. But I'm going to put my pics over there. Yeah, my social media is in my, my bio. here. Like I said, Instagram is your best bet to reach out to me. There's all there, so yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna post my picks in the story and make a post on my picks for the weekend.
Goddess Athena.
Yeah, that was a rough. We definitely gonna go with the duo. Yeah. Okay, Senator Hart is next. Okay, so we get a break again. So, Shotgun gives us a lot of HP. Hopefully, so yeah, so hopefully it's something with bases. Got a little bit, so we back at a decent level here. I'm gonna wait. Try to fight through this road first. So I pick that up. I stepped in the lava for a second. Yeah, he foolishly stayed in the lava. Now, like, you know, it's good to max out your life, but if you don't stay up there, really, I think once you know, get further in the game, I think you should just focus on getting stronger. Oh, this is the first time we've seen one of these chests. Now, it's like a gauntlet you can get to restore. Well, this was an HP one. But, you know, usually you basically gotta kill all the enemies, and then it's like a time thing. Kill all the enemies, and depending on how much time left, the more you get. But it's not worth it. Like we said, we already on we close to being maxed out, so it's possible we could lose more HP risking it. So we're not gonna risk it. Let's just see if there's any more bases right here. There's some over here. We get any more HP, that would be great. So we're gonna see any more. Still here? Nothing. Okay. Alright, so then we got 2 doors this time, 2 paths. We got Dionysus and oh well, we already been here, so this is the final. Oh my bad, this is the final one. That's one thing you know, it's just if you see that twice, the second time is definitely the end of the level. Or the end of the... Yeah, the end of the level, so...
Yum.
Some there. Over here. Got some money though. Alright, so... this don't cost that much, I'm going to buy the Darkness. Darkness is good for a lot of things. I already got a lot of Dina stuff. And Lord Hermes, his powers is good, but not, you know, so we're gonna save our money till we find something better. And we're about to go to another boss battle. So this is the boss for the Asphodel level. Oh, it's supposed to be really cold tomorrow. It's 21 degrees. Oh yeah, I need to check the weather for some other reasons. Also, this specifically more detail how this is going to be this weekend.
How's the old neck holding up?
The bone snake. The bone hydra, but I call it the bone snake. Basically a snake. Out the smaller ones. Okay, so now we can attack him again. Skelly gonna help us. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he comes. That's one of my perks. He comes to help us. The enemies that focus on him, so he can sort of attack without, you know, body distracted. I think they took him out already. Yeah. Usually with this one is because of that lava, like the lava, I think he was standing right on the lava, so took him out pretty fast. Okay, they got me. I just gotta be careful. Don't be stupid. Took a lot of damage though, but going alright so far. As long as we lose no lives.
Thank you.
Because it's about to get real when we go to this next level, trust me. So. Okay. Yep, so 9 o'clock straight up Eastern Standard Time. Watching the Friday night streams on the Side Sports and Gaming channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Emerged from Asphodel intact, have you?
Yeah, we got majority back. Let's see if they give us something. Yeah, there we go. Now we back. Now we back in business now. Cause it's about to be rough out here. Where we about to go? It's gonna be rough. In this area, so. Before we move on, let me check out something. I'm glad the stream was kind of smooth tonight also. I know sometimes my stream will, you know, kick it out, have to start over, or reestablish the connection. So glad that's not happening. I mean, yeah, it's not happening tonight. So okay, so I think it was somebody. I mean, I think I know who the ghost watcher. I guess I got a sort of a ghost watcher. Like they will come into the stream and they don't comment. So just be wondering who that is. This is like it happens especially at Friday nights. It's usually happen. But not discouraging the person. I just, you want to watch, that's your right. You want to watch without typing, that's fine. But I do be in the comment section. I do be paying attention to it. So, if anybody else watching or see this, definitely feel free to comment. No problem at all. So, I appreciate the support. As I'm sure you know that I'm paying attention, that's all. So let's go ahead and move on. Now we're going to the next level. So I'm predicting we're going to be done this by maybe a little under 9:30 if I don't mess around. But like I said, I must probably stay on longer than 10 tonight. So I'm not, counting down, alright, once 10 and then we out of here. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. There's so much I want to, share. I'm not, I'm a private person overall, but I'm just, honestly, y'all, I'm just, it's just something positive going on. I mean, that's all I can say. It's just something positive going on that I wasn't sure about. But it's going great to me so far. And yes, I'm talking about a woman, but it's, days with me with a woman is always complicated. That's the thing, it's always complicated. And sometimes it be the choices that I make also. But it's just always complicated. But this one I feel really, really good about. It's sort of, we in this, the beginning stages, gotta get over some hurdles, but I feel great. I feel good around this person. This person made me feel good, so I hope it continues. And that's all I can really say about it for right now, but I appreciate you guys for listening when I vent. I like to vent sometimes, because we all human beings, I don't mind listening to you guys.
Swords.
Yeah, these guys ain't no joke. And the traps here sneaky. That right there, we ain't gonna be able to go in because it adds 5 every level. So it'll be 15. We ain't nowhere near 15. So and then these guys, they can regenerate if you don't kill them with that. In this form, they regenerate. So it forces you to sort of take risks. I take them out. These little butterfly pink things. They gonna want to. Okay, I got him. Okay, can't do too bad with that one.
Should fetch me something.
Okay, yeah, like I said, this is 15, so okay, go in there. Let's just try to get the rest of these. See if we get some more HP. But the key is if you can somehow make it with all your lives and almost max XP to the final boss, which is Hades himself, which, you know, not to let the cat out of the bag, but yeah, he's the final boss, but you got a shot. Just put that, you got a shot.
He's trying to respawn.
Yeah, he respawned too. So it's like you're forced to try to take them out fast, so they keep coming back. That's why I like the 3-shot thing also, because I can hit multiple people in a situation like these. You know, Data sacrifice, chariot, Unabomber things.
It's Hermes.
Ready to hustle? Good. I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, Hermes don't play around. He don't like nothing slow. So, trying to push you into doing all this other stuff. But I think I'm going to take this opportunity to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. There's nobody in the chat, so if you're watching the replay, be back in about a minute and a half. Okay, I'm back, guys. Let's see. Hermes has some unique powers. Do we want to move faster? That would help. Get some money every time we in a chamber. Something I usually like to use. Let's check out the rest of these. See if we get any HP from. Okay, got one. Oh, it's down up here.
Show me, Charon.
It's help us, so we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 7,500. So those little, basically, Unabombers things is annoying, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay for that, so you don't have to worry about that. Probably the rest of the level. Since I said spend money, let's go and get some more money. That's right, I have the little thing that makes the projectiles move slower. I just gotta take a picture. Right into that. The little blue ones, they basically they shield other enemies on the field. No. I am not ready for the snow. Well, I guess I am. There's nothing to get ready for. I don't have to go out. Yeah, my job shut down basically for 2 days, so which is fine because I was able to get some extra hours this week anyway, so I'm cool with it. I'm just gonna enjoy my time. Yeah, I know who you are, Roland. I know who you are. You always ask the craziest questions, man. I don't understand. And I be seeing you comment. It's just that this is my public platform, so like you somebody that I really know, so I just don't be wanting anything personal to come up, so that's why I don't. It's not personal. I mean, it's not like I don't want to respond. I just don't like. We have other ways to respond behind the scenes. Like you ain't messaging me on Messenger in a while, so I don't know. I don't want to have personal conversations on my YouTube channel. That's basically what I was saying. But I know who you are. So do you? Well, I think you do. You ain't show me a reason that you don't. But that's why it's not personal. It's just that personal should be personal. Personal stuff should happen in another way. So that's all. So I hope you ain't take it personally. Oh, he just ignored me. No, I just don't want nothing. No personal conversations and on my YouTube stuff. So that's all that is. So you can answer this for me because I've been trying to figure out. Cause I don't have a lot of people in my chat. It's 2 people. It say 2, but it's really 1 because I'm in the chat. So it's only you now. So has you been the Ghostwatcher the whole time? I don't want to say Ghostwatcher, but every time I stream, I at least have somebody else watch it, but they don't never comment. So I was trying to figure that out. Who that person could be. Oh, the time's still running out. Yeah, so not running out, but the time matters. But yeah. So and like she left. So, but for my family, this is a. Oh, so you'll just come here and watch and don't never comment? So it's not you? Which which to me, knowing how well, even though you could change up sometimes, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but maybe you just decided you didn't want to comment on my lives, but right, I believe that. That's what I was about to say. Like, I believe you would say something if you're here. So, uh, but yeah, I gotta go. A sort of a ghost rush. Well, I know it could be also other than you. And I don't want to say who that person is right now, at least not while we're talking, but I mean, if it's the person that I think it could be, if it's not you, only other person I think it could be, because they sort of said that they do it, is a friend of mine, a YouTube friend, another YouTube friend of mine, well, it's a YouTube friend of mine, and they basically say they put me on the TV, which is hard to comment. If you watch a YouTube through the TV, you know how hard it is to comment, because you have to get your remote and do all types, so I understand that. So, and if it's that person, I appreciate you. But just, I mean, a lot, like I said, there's a lot going on, but you was, I just hope you're good and things has got better for you, first of all, and then second of all, like I said, I understood your situation, I understood all that, but I just feel like you got where you stand and all that, but I'm just gonna say how I am. Like of course, if you just talk on the internet or you never met them before, especially back in our heyday, yeah, that was a crazy to me, and it still is in a way, to have value in that person, even though you never seen them, never met them. But it's been times we talk on the phone every day, like, so that don't mean anything. I just don't. I think it's sort of, I don't want to use the word hypocritical, but it's like, okay, if, like, it's either one or two things. Either it means something, not saying it means something that you gotta be deep and all that stuff, but yes, you never met the person in real life, but I feel like it's either you bored and it's entertainment for you, or like, I just feel like no matter, even if you never met somebody, you can still feel genuine about this person just by talking to them on the phone or being, so I hate when people say, well, I still never met you, but you talk to me on the phone every day. To me, I don't understand that. So, like, for me, that's just for me. But other people might say, well, yeah, well, because some people, it depends on, like, see, I value time. Like, I value a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying that most of these people value money first, but, and I don't think this person do. I don't think this person value money, but it depends on, what your values are, I guess. So, and I don't value money at all like that. Like, yeah, you need money to live. That's just obvious. But as far as like I guess I don't make, if I'm spending time with you, even if it's over the phone, I feel like that's value. That's time. You could be doing something else. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that. But like I said, that, they gotta feel, you can feel the way you want to feel, And but like I said, I think time is very valuable. So I'm not gonna, like, to me, if I'm talking to you on the phone every day, that's valuable time. That I could, even me, like I said, that's what I'm saying. I could be doing something else. I can't come up with that, but so But I went into a whole other rant that I didn't want to go into, so I'm gonna finish the game. We had 9:21 Eastern time, so 40 minutes to 10 o'clock. But like I said, I think I'm gonna go past 10. I feel it, I am. So we're gonna at least do 2 runs. So this is our first run. We're gonna at least do another one, even if we finish the game, because we already hour and we passed the 40-minute. Like if I'd have played it just straight up, you know, the maximum is 40 to 45 minutes. So I took away a lot of the time by talking and stopping the videos and stuff like that. So, but I feel the same way. I don't worship money. People maybe right. Yeah, right. That's the same with me. I don't. You know, I just feel like sometimes, like, if you know what I've, you know, the things that I've done, you know, I guess I don't want to say I'm guilty, but I just realized, you know, when I give somebody some money, then everything that they said they don't like, they tolerate it more because I gave them money. So, what did that really mean? So, and that person, like I said, that person didn't do that. So I'm not talking about that particular person, but I know a lot of people that do. Like they say, I don't like this, this or this and that. But if you give them a couple of dollars, they would ignore it, at least in the moment, you know. So, but people are people, and I realized that a long time ago. Sometimes, yeah, I
should help keep me going.
You know, I'd be like, all right, like, you know, I kind of try to be understanding about it, but at the same time, it's like. And then they just people that say, well, somebody taking advantage of me, this guy doing this to me. Like, all right, well, to me, like I said, if you, like, whatever your, like, this is what we say, I'm gonna break it down very simple. Whatever your principles are, it should have no price. So, if you stand on something, right, but somebody I'm just gonna throw out numbers. I give you $1,000 to overlook that. I give you $1 million. It should be no price on it. If I said I had $60 million, you should never break that principle. So that's why, to me, it's like people like that is, you know, it's an oxymoron or whatever you want to call it. Like, but then the justification would be, well, I had to do this, I had to do that. No, like. Your principles should be over money. At least that's what I stand on. Ain't nobody can, like, whatever I believe or not going to do, I'm not going to do it for any price. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, this now, I'm talking more general now, but I'm just saying, like, some people will say, I never do this, I never do that. But if you give them $1 million or not even had to be that much, then they would do it, but then they'd turn around and use the excuse, well, I needed this for this, I needed this for that, but then try to make the person that paid you to do it the bad guy. No. Well, yeah, I'm not saying they're not the bad guy, but how do you look? And that's all my point being with certain things. Like, how do you look? You basically fold as a, you know, I watch a little, you know, I'm on YouTube and I watch YouTube. You fold it for the paper. Like, how good, like, what type of person that makes you look? Like, yeah, that person's bad too, but you ain't that much better than them. That's all I be trying to say.
Butterfly ball.
Yeah, Rolando, I be knowing who you are. Like I said, I just don't comment because I don't want the conversations to go too personal. That's all. And like I said, you ain't been reaching out to me behind the scenes lately, so you know, and I know you've been through some stuff. Well, now last year, but this is the year, but yeah. Oh yeah, like Skelly, yeah, this Skelly, help me, please, Skelly. I can focus on the ball and get us out of here. Ah, damn, they killed him, bro. They got him out of there. So now I gotta deal with everybody again. And even for YouTube, I use YouTube as a tablet for me. Like, I'm only at, as of right now, maybe I should look again. I'm at 444, right? Really, you're not relevant till you get to 1,000 on YouTube. I've been doing this for since 20, I want to say 17 is when I really started to really do a lot of content. But I was doing, like I said, I always tell a story. I was, like NFL Madden football. I was playing that game. And, you know, now that you play online, they had an online league. And the rule of the league was to have a YouTube channel or some type of streaming channel to show you your games, right? Well, you'll see the games. So I was streaming. That's where I started. I was streaming with that. But it was more for the league. I wasn't really serious about YouTube. But then so I sit back. Like I said, I always wanted to be a sports broadcaster or a sports commentator. So I was like, you know what? Let me start doing the blogs. So I started doing the blogs. Earlier, I was doing it right on my phone. Went through the things at my job, at my hospital job. That got me some views because, you know, I kind of left abruptly. So people there was just being nosy, but it still grew my channel a little bit. So some of my former coworkers are still subscribers. For that reason. And then Crash Bandicoot came out, did some remakes. I had a little run there that boosted me up. Then after that, I started the Hedgehog. So basically a lot of retro stuff. So I started doing retro things on the channel. Grew me a little bit more. And then I had to take breaks in between either because I had to move or I moved somewhere there was no internet. All that stuff. So been on and off for years. Moved to another state, like did a lot of things that, you know, made it slow my channel down. But I got some loyal subscribers. So honestly, that's all I'm worried about. Yeah, I want to get to the monetization level. Things of that nature. Of course, I'm not going to deny that. But, you know, we're just not there yet. But I'd say the last, for some reason, like I said, one of my sports blogs blew up. One of my video games videos blew up a little bit. When I did the shorts with the like the retro, like the Super Mario Brothers with the Switch, that kept me relevant also for a while. So I've had my moments when I don't want to say I went viral per se, but I've had my moments when I had a lot more views and stuff than I normally would get. So excuse me. So yeah. So it's kind of been up and down. I had some struggles as well. Like I said, not just for life, but with the channel. Even though I was consistent. But like I said, some like Caper. That's why I always shout out Caper, because he's been, at least for the last few months, he's been my loyal subscriber. Always commenting, you know, giving his commentary. I know, I'm just, like I said, I always say this, and that's why him, like, honestly, and I probably would throw it out there. I want to talk to him personally just to know, and I would never put out his business. I just think he got a rough job, and he can't sort of express fully who he is, and I would get that. But I would, you know, and I guess I'm asking for his trust live, but, you know, I would want to just talk to you because you seem very genuine, and that's what I mean. Like, you know, I think, yes, and my friend I was talking about, like I said, they went through a lot of things trauma wise. Like she had opened up to me about some things, so I can understand the distrust and the trepidation. But to me, and like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff too. That's why I tell people that I've been through a lot of crazy stuff too, with people doing stuff to me, taking advantage of me, stuff like that. But I guess you would never know or find anyone or person, find friends or anybody if you don't. You will have to take that risk again. Like that's the only way you're gonna find out. You got to take that risk again to trust somebody. Like if you don't do it, you're definitely not gonna. There's no chance you can find it because you just don't trust nobody. So I'm more open-minded still, even though, like I said, I'm not knocking people for being that way, but me, I have my trepidations about certain things, but as far as like, especially somebody, even though somebody knew you know nothing about, I'm more like somebody that I know, even though I still would give somebody a second chance, maybe a third chance, but I'm willing to take more risk with somebody I don't know than somebody that I already know and giving them, because like you said, you already burnt me already. So at least this new person, I'm gonna give you somewhat of grace or a chance to fuck up, So excuse my language there, but yeah. So like I said, it is what it is, man. Like I'm just a loving person, period. I love people, even though I don't like being around people. It's the crazy thing. I don't like being around a lot of people, but I want everybody to see. I don't, I'm not one of them people that just, want to see somebody else just because, like they say, hurt people. I really feel like I'm not one of them people. Like, I don't want to see them. But honestly, like I always try to, like, especially with somebody I know that bothered me, I try to put out information so you can avoid that yourself. So that's just me, but it's starting to turn. Like I said, that's why, Rolanda, you coming in here, I'm starting to think about a lot of stuff from the past. I'm starting to think about, not saying negatively, but I'm just saying, like, I'm starting to preach now and everyone's about intentions here tonight. I just asked, like, every time I ask you a simple question, it always, now this time it's on me. Like, I expanded it. Because, like, I, started to do some, if it's not, and like I said, I honestly don't think it's you, because I think you would, like you doing now, comment it would say something to people's watchers. But somebody, like, it's not every time, but it's like a lot of live streams, somebody I know, because like I said, the one, like I said, say one now, so you probably not even hitting that out, but the one is me. I'm in the chat. Because sometimes I like to just pinpoint something. So I'm watching the stream on my phone also just to see if it's something went wrong, if did the stream end, whatever like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I stand with it. So alright, let's get back to the stream. I definitely want to try to get this done by 10 now. Also, like I said, because only why I don't want to say the first name, because if I'm wrong, I don't want to, because this is more of me. I have no really evidence. I don't have no evidence of it, but really since, the beginning of the holiday season, Thanksgiving, things just got weird. This person had a conversation, and they was honest. They was telling me how they feel, how, and I took the, well, I don't want to call it criticism, but I just took it like what it was. I said, okay. So I felt like, okay, I'd just be, I'd be more, not standoffish, like, I don't want to talk or nothing, but just more standoffish is okay. you're
Can't do that.
basically just more. I don't want to use the word business either, but like okay. But then, like I said, it seems like it was more just to kill time for you. Like you wasn't. And yeah, you know, you were asking me about what's going on because I had a lot of stuff going on too at the time, like a lot of petty crap going on where I live, and they listened to me. But then, you know, like I told, like I said, even right now, if I look at it right now, like the IG, something weird going on with the IG. I don't know if it's on her end. I know it ain't on my. I don't think it's on my end, but all of a sudden now. Can't send messages and stuff like that, which is usually sort of either restricted or blocked or whatever. So, but right now, right here, right now, I still support that person, believe it or not. So, but like I said, this turned into a deeper conversation than I expected. But I want to know more so I can give them a shout out. Like they stay in the chat, like almost the whole live stream and don't say anything. And it might not even be the same person. Maybe it's, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like I could be completely wrong about my theory. I mean, I might be overthinking things. I'm just thinking about what this person told me. And like I said, there's no hatred there. There's no, you know, I just want, I just pretty much want to just thank you, you know, for watching the whole, you know, most of the stream. That's it.
Come on out.
But it is, you know, if it is that person, like, yeah, it sucks, but life is life, you know what I'm saying? So, if you just want to, you know, like I said, if you want things just to stay YouTube, basically, and things of that nature, it could have been the case. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they tear me up now, so,
Go back.
like I said, Astrodar is tough. Look at this guy, this spin. So I already know we're not gonna make it too much longer.
It's just the edge I need.
Take that, man. Nothing in here to help
Not
us.
dead yet.
Our only chance if we run across the guy that and it's not. Let's try to get stronger, but we don't have a lot of HP left, so. Oh, okay, we lucky we got one of these, so this will make us last a little longer. Guys, I think I might have to take another bathroom break real quick. Okay, since we don't have no life left, we're gonna go for the HP. But I'll be right back. Let me take another quick bathroom break. 2 minutes max. Be right back. Oh dang, I ain't unmute myself. I'm back. See, Rolanda, even the little, I mean, even though it's small, even the little pumpkin thing, like that's personal, like, you know. Not saying call me by my real name either, even though people know my real name. I say it every time I come live or do a short or whatever. But you know, pumpkin, that's personal, like, you know, that's what I mean. You know, part of what I mean. So, all right, we're gonna keep moving. We up against the wall. We got no lives left. We still got the boss battle to do, so it's gonna be tough. But we'll do another run at least one run. Then depending on how I feel, maybe do a third if we ain't successful in the second run. So. Well, even though this is a more recent game, Section 13, if y'all been here watching my channel, Section 13 is sort of similar to this, as far as the dynamic of, you know, having to go through different levels. But if you die, you gotta start from the beginning. So, game is very similar to that. Just a different vibe to it, so. Ooh.
Stand aside.
Yeah, a bunch of these guys, so it's very tough. Get out of here. If you can get out this room. Yeah, this one.
Feeling stronger.
Okay, so we get to the boss. Now the boss could be tough. Now this ain't worth it because the way the enemies is, we'd be dead trying to reach for that. So we'll go ahead and move on.
That's better.
One thing also, I see this, Rolanda. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I mean, I don't like personal things on my YouTube, but at the same time, I talked about a lot of personal things, so
I'll take this. God's grant me strength.
So but the things with you, like I said, it's just, you know, just by your history, you always try to,
Oh wow.
you come soft and then you try to, you know, destroy basically. So, and that's my point, you know, with you, you know. Yeah. Alright, so I don't think we're gonna get through this, so it's about to be serious here. Try our best. With no lies. Okay. We ain't gonna go down without a fight. Let's get our bad shot here. Got the damage in the wrist. Go for it.
I swear I'll get you yet.
Yeah, honestly, like mostly in this game, this has been like the peak, like probably the most times it ended here. Oh, there they got him. Focus on moving. Yeah, it's over. It's only a matter of time. That's it.
I got the horns.
So we're at the back of the House of the Hades. I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna take another quick break. Then we'll be back, do another run. We're gonna tour the house and everything. We'll be back. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching Sounds Posted Gaming channel. Friday night streams is in full effect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got at least another hour on deck. And I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to Friday Night Stream. About to look around the House of Hades. Like where you meet your maker, or whatever you want to call it. Come back here. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, it's you.
Well, I guess if you was bad, I should say. Let's see what Hypnos has to say. Yeah, Hypnos is not our best friend. Achilles, he's cool.
And finish what you started, lad.
He's a very support system. And the other, I guess, regular people, that's how they look down here. I always come in here, it's a little bit of just look and see what's going on.
Who wants to hear a humorous jest of some sort?
Nobody. Alright, so go right back out.
Oh, hi. Excuse me, sorry, I just have to file this report. It's very late.
Take care, Dusa.
Okay, so we still just a little halfway there. And I get a Titan heart, so. Now this is sort of, I mean, I think it's gonna be meaningless, but I think if we able to max it out, something might happen. But this game usually when you do something happens. So I've been focused on that, but it's basically like a title. So, okay, so Cerberus, our pet. See what he got. Well, he don't need to say much.
Notoriously vicious Cerberus is watching quietly his master's court.
And I always like to pet him.
When I pet your other heads, huh?
If you can. Pawns. Let's see what old Dad has to say. Maybe something negative.
Cerberus there was anticipating your return.
Oh, not too negative. Watch this.
Don't you have someplace else to be?
Yeah, you don't like when he's behind. This side got Orpheus. He's, well, if you go back and watch the old videos, we helped him get his singing voice again. You know what I'm saying? No, he does it. Enough. Let's see what he has.
This is so complex, my friend.
Oh, here we could do some little special stuff, rewritten, decorate the house and all that. So I don't really focus on it. You were getting new music, but I don't focus on that too much. We're going to talk to Lady Nyx, but as far as how he go, maybe this might be indication of the romance these two have.
I can't believe you got me like that, Zach. I'm going to get you back.
So, okay, like I said, oh, here we go. We turn our fish to the chef. He's the chef.
This is my latest haul. Alright then.
Okay, so I got some stuff for that. So we passed 10 o'clock, but we're gonna at least do one more run. See how that goes, and then ease is what I really need, but I have, once I really need them, I can get them. Oh yeah, I like it. So with that,
Chef pulled it off.
the chef is the story in the mouth or whatever it is.
Go and serve this house.
Take care, okay? It's Mount Olympus.
Yep, there's a statue of Mount Olympus. Now this is our bedroom we about to go to. A lot of stuff here. What's the Mirror of Night? Everything's maxed out because I played this game enough. Only thing I haven't finished yet is these, all these.
List.
Yeah, the fed list is certain things. Mostly it's through certain guards that you gotta get through. That's still a lot. Well, I won't say a lot, but about half here. For some of the stuff, I don't even know what exactly I do, unless I Google it or something.
Don't have a player too.
It's funny when you try to touch like furniture and stuff, he never sits down.
They are completely stuck.
Just slow to give you some stats. And now we're about to be back to where we started in the video. The little weapons room. So we're back. So the weapon of choice this time is going to be, the railgun. So this is the weapon we're going to use for the next run.
What are the limits of your power?
We're going to use the Express of Lucifer, so it's a different variant of the gun.
Alright, I'm ready.
Give us that, which I like.
You wanna fight me, boyo? Well, hop to it, stat.
You know, I had to change this because this is already where I wanted to be. So that's what will depend on the preparing part. And oh, we can take some down. So this only at 6, so we haven't done very well with that. Of course, every skull is how many times we finished it with this level, with the gun. I mean, with the weapon. So it's only 6, so we can take these down. And one more. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Yeah, so this is perfect. So we might have a good run here. Depends on the variants that we get, like the guards come across. But like I said, Lord Ares and Lord Dionysus is the two best for me. Like usually when I have those two mixed together, I usually do well. The other ones have nice perks here and there, but those two, because they focus on a lot of damage, which I'm an aggressive game player. I like, so I don't have no problem with the damage. So this will be our last run. Like I said, I'm hanging on with you guys because we have a stream all week. So I appreciate you guys so much for being here for the stream. So let me see something real quick again. Sleep. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Got one more bush to do. Bush. Shout out to our man, Zach, man, my brother. So this will be our last run, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. Go ahead and get out of here.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
Oi, nephew, it's excellent to see you once again and in good spirits still. Then come, let's make some waves.
Attack. Showers like cast out, get out. Because like I said, Posada is okay, but I'd rather have like lower areas or somebody else.
Get out.
So, here we go again.
Can't do that. Ready for them. I'm empty.
Snuck up on me that time.
Father won't miss a couple coins.
Money or HP? Oh, money.
I'll destroy you. Look what I found.
So, what's next? Yeah, I'll take another bathroom break. Hello guys, I'm back. Trying to make it as longer as I can, but I think I'm just gonna get out this level, then I'm gonna end it. I got things I gotta do and things in my mind, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for coming tonight. Excuse me. Actually, take these first. There's nothing in them. Let's see. Let's try this.
Not now. I'm out. Do that.
No, this one is better.
As the earth grows stronger.
I think I should have said this. I think I must do this because I was saying it. Said it second place, we saw that.
Time for more pain.
Remember not to get too nervous, boy.
So in these you can't get fully done. That's a challenge.
I'm empty.
Must be the last one from the base spawn.
Right there.
Blast.
There.
So the reward is much stronger if you accomplish it. Lord Dionysus, let's go put the boss over there. Grab me.
Stay out of my way next time.
Oh, Sang, I bet you could use a little pick-me-up right about now, and I am here to offer you whichever one you please.
Definitely, no problem. Oh boy.
Not yet. I'm out. I can't. Anything I need. Can't do that. Not now. Can't do that. I'm empty.
Lord Zeus. You just take all the time you need in terms of fighting your way out of there, young man.
electric. Not yet. I'm out. I can't. Rearmed. All clear. Extra blessing.
Let's go on money. See if there's any.
Death approaches.
I sensed your presence here. I got the feeling you could use some backup here.
So basically, it's a competition.
What do you say we end this quickly?
I say shorthand sounds good to me. More target practice.
That's enough. You're fast, I'll give you that. See you. Cheers, mate.
God, nothing's frustrated yet.
Hello, Tiffany.
Zagreus! Zagreus! Zagreus!
see you, Tartarus.
It's definitely time to go. Appreciate you guys, man. Hit 2.5. Tomorrow might do something surprising. Might do something. But I ain't gonna put it in stone. But maybe we might come back live tomorrow night. So look up for Wednesday. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Hopefully, I always like to, just never know who will watch the replay, but I just hope everybody that they listen understand what I meant. And if you think you're the person I'm talking about, reach out to me. We can talk. Or anybody. And behind the scenes, like I said, IG and other platforms, you can just reach out to me there. I'm out. Peace of love. Thank you for watching Friday Night Streams. I'm gone. Peace of love. Thank you guys.